when I was younger, I went to this men's conference, big men's conference, 2,000-3,000 people. And they had an altar call to receive the Father's love. And I saw men 60, 70 years old at the altar crying, being broken before the Lord. And maybe for the first time receiving that affirmation from the Father. Not trying to argue it away, not trying to macho, I'm better than this. But they humbled themselves before the Lord. My dad, he met God in such a way. I don't think it was a conference, but when I was about 11 or so, my dad, he tells the story. He says, God broke me. This is his words. He broke me and put me back together. See, my dad, he always struggled with feeling dismissed, forgotten. Nobody cares about me. Disregarded. He always struggled with that all his life because his dad was never in his life. His dad fought in the Second World War in Germany, and after the war, he survived the war, but after the war, he was never home. Barely ever home. And my dad, under tears, told me, I never had a dad to show me what it means to be a father. And so he always struggled. My dad always struggled with that. Sort of, he became passive, always felt dismissed and disregarded. And that influenced his marriage to my mom, too. When the first 10 years of my life, I remember they tried to hide it, but I heard their arguments and yelling in the basement and all that. But when I was about 11, I remember exactly, but my dad came to me and said, son, God broke me and put me back together. And then throughout my teenage years, it felt like all he talked about was Jesus. Come on, Dad. Today, I'm so grateful for every moment that he poured into me and told me about this great King. My dad told me that he had this vision. And in this vision, he saw himself in this huge plaza sort of place, marketplace, humongous place. And he was surrounded by lots and lots of people. He never liked that. My dad didn't like crowds. So here he is in this vision. He sees himself surrounded by people, so many people. And in the vision, he said, anxiety started to rise. I don't like this. I'm not a fan of this place. My dad's name is Wolfram. In the vision, all of a sudden, he hears his name shouted. Wolfram! Wolfram! I'm so glad you're here. And he turns around and he sees the silhouette of a beautiful man on the throne, standing on the throne. He said, Wolfram, you here? His anxiety left in the vision and he realized this is a little glimpse of what Revelation talks about, the sea of people no one can count. But Jesus sees me, he says. He knows me by name. He doesn't disregard me. He doesn't dismiss me. He doesn't forget about me. Wolfram, I'm so glad you're here. I'll never forget that vision that my dad told me. And this morning, I want to ask you to hear him shout your name. In the middle of it all, whatever it might be, the Father knows your name. And he calls you by name. So glad you're here. Jesus, thank you. Father, thank you. Thank you for my dad. I just want to say that. Thank you for my dad and pouring into me like this. Thank you that you are love. Father, that you are love and you love us. You know us. You never dismiss us. You never disregard us. You never forget about us. And I pray even this morning, may chains fall off our hearts. And we finally receive that kind of love that revolutionizes our hearts and lives and our trajectory for the future. However old we are, today is the day to receive the Father's love.